you the act, or you the dance, and you the sing. Rep your campus.
Previously on the Big Break Moment Africa.
My name is Dr. Austin Mwaura, the chairman of Swave Group. I must say, watching you guys shows that, we have hope in this country. It's, and I must also give kudos to the organizers of the show, because the brain behind this is really inspiring.
The platform is set. 182 participating institutions. 30 talents gets to the dream house. One big breaker walks home with 30 million worth of prizes. It's time to rep your campus.
Wow. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Thank you. Good afternoon. Thank you. Please sit. Let's have a seat, please. How are you guys doing? How has the show been going so far? Great, yeah? How long have you guys been in the house? 5 weeks. Wow. That's fifth week? It's running too fast?
It's so slow, actually.
Wait, is it fast or is it slow? Because it seems like you guys are enjoying yourselves.
At some point you want to know what is happening, yes, you don't know it. There's no time, yeah.
Yeah, but the challenge is good. You guys are having fun, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's good. So, who here has heard about Meccano before? I believe Meccano is a household name. Because if you guys have a generator in your house, then it's probably Meccano. If any of you guys are driving on the road, you see Meccano police stand.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yes. And does anybody know how old Meccano is? Who wants to guess? Close, almost.
18.
Older. It's older.
15
Older. 30. Meccano is almost 30 years old now. Yes. And we try our best to not just be a power provider. Do you guys know what else Meccano does besides providing power? Have you guys ever seen Meccano Motors? Yes. Meccano Motors. Have you guys heard of Meccano Medical or Afri Medical? All right, how about Meccano Food? Meccano Food. Yeah. So you guys will be surprised to hear that we're not just providing power, because right now I believe if Meccano was a person, it would be a Nigerian citizen. So we try to provide solutions for every aspect of life. And besides the power, the thing that is most eye-catching for our customers is the cars. Who's driven a Meccano car before? Very soon. Hopefully. So, my name is Siam Abdulkader. I'm the National Operations Manager for Meccano Motors. And who said we were twins? Someone said, are we twins? We are actually brothers. This is my brother, Monaj Abdulkader.
Nice to meet you guys.
He's in the supply chain for Meccano International, so part of the supply chain department. And today, they asked us to come in here just to meet you guys, talk about how you guys are going through the house. Are you enjoying it? Like your future goals, your plans and whatnot. And to also share some of our experiences with you guys. And one thing that Meccano prides itself, as we all know, is youth empowerment. So even, for example, the two of us, we started at Meccano through NYSC, and then we were retained afterwards. And that's how we continued through the ranks. So one thing that Meccano does, it always tries to provide opportunities for young people, whether through job offerings or in terms of whenever you have an event such as Big Break Moment and they know it has something to do with empowering the youth, we make sure that we try to provide support and ensure that we do the best we can. Because one thing that we know is we are the future of this country, right? So making sure we all have a platform, we all have the space to thrive, to do the best we can, to show our abilities, show our skills, it's critical in this time. So that's one thing that we are very proud of, and we hope you continue to take this opportunity as serious as you can, do the best you can, make the most out of it, because as you know, there's a lot of opportunities that come out of Big Break Moment, but at the same time, you also know that at the end of this show, there's a car somewhere, brand new car somewhere outside waiting for one of you guys. So we wish you the best of luck. We hope you have the best careers, whether it's from here or outside of here, of course. And we are hoping that we will see you all in the future at grand stages in your life. Okay? So now I'm just going to open the floor to some questions that you might have, and we'll see what we can answer.
Go on.
Yes.
So, sir, when you were speaking, I heard you say something about something as much as the people also dive into the youths, more like such as this now. Now, apart from like a show like Big Break Moment Africa, what other kind of corporate social responsibilities that the company Meccano does for the youths?
That's a good question. That's a good question. So apart from something like this now, one thing Meccano provides is we provide a lot of internship and technical training programs within our different divisions. So we have one with our power division where we have interns come in, understand how we assemble some of our engines, our generators. We have that in our steel factory as well, because we have steel fabrication. And we also provide, like I said, once you have an opportunity to apply based on your degree, if you go through NYSC and you want to be posted at Meccano, it's an opportunity that is open if someone is looking for it. So we go through different avenues, but mainly apart from sponsoring events like this, it's our internship and training programs that we have across our different divisions.
And I believe some of you here are engineering students.
I'm a management student, so...
Management.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see, most of the time, engineering students have an interest in coupling engines. So that is one thing that is very easy for us to do. We will have a few applications and we'll take as much as we can every year, or let's say every 6 months, because as an intern, you can't be there for over 6 months because your school needs you. So we give them the platform to make mistakes early, and then they learn. So one thing that you guys should try to do is learn from somebody else's mistake. That way, you don't have to make the same mistake when it matters. So, any other questions?
Yes.
Sir, when you were speaking, you mentioned opportunities in Meccano. So I wanted to ask, what are the opportunities for our career growth in Meccano?
So if you look at our marketing department, for example, we not only have we have all different types when it comes to, like somebody mentioned, the 2D, 3D animator, right? If you are a spoken word, I believe, yes. So we push a lot into our social media, and we refer to it as new generation marketing, right? Where you kind of go outside the normal billboards and you go outside the normal OOH, and you try to do as much as you can to engage as many people as you can on social media. So with this platform, it allows a lot of young people to thrive, because now we know that the internet is a massive, massive opportunity. There's so much untapped potential of what people can achieve. So we believe that the more we can provide platforms there for young people, the more we can achieve, and they can even bring innovative ideas that we currently don't even know of, right? Different ways to push your products, different ways to help your customers, different ways to show what you're providing to the economy. So there's so much potential there, and whenever we see talent, and talent has something to offer, even if it's not readily available and they promote it or they push it to us, it's something that's always highly welcomed.
And if I may add, most of the older generation believe social media is easy. But as you guys know, social media is not easy. So that is one advantage that you guys have now. because it is actually, even if it's not easy for you, you guys have the ability to execute it successfully. So you'll always have an advantage there. So making sure you stay focused on where you have an advantage. If you focus on your advantage, then the market is all yours. So just take advantage of it. Go on.
So while you were sharing another aspect of things the Mikano brand does, I wanted to know if there are any one or two or three barely known facts that, because it's one thing to ask and I say, okay, I heard about Mikano and this, and then you cannot say things you know about. So I don't think there are two or three facts, barely known facts that we can.
Okay. I think the first one would be the fact that within Mikano, we are very well known for our power generation, but not everyone knows about our other divisions like Mikano Foods, as we discussed, and Mikano Medical. And Mikano Medical, so what that means is we produce medical equipment. We have a factory in Ogun State, it's called Karame City, where we have 8 warehouses, and each warehouse is for a specific division. And at that medical, we produce medical syringes, we produce face masks, we produce, what was it again? The sterilization machines.
We have a drip as well. So yeah, including the sterilization machine.
Mm-hmm.
So the medical factory is a big investment for not just Mikano, but for West Africa. Because right now, we import everything medical as a country. And I don't know if you guys are aware, there's no dollars in the country. That is because we import everything as a nation. So what Mikano tries to do is to produce everything locally. Whatever that we might need to import, we will produce it, and then we will have foreign investment. Ghana will come to invest in Nigeria. Burkina Faso will come to invest in Nigeria. So that is one thing that we are trying to really push. And another barely known fact is people see the police stands on the road, but people are not aware that Mikano provides this to the country for free. So that is a community service that we try to make sure we achieve, because if the country is not safe, then we will not be able to thrive as a company. So the success of Mikano is the success of Nigeria. Success of Nigeria is the success of Mikano. Any other questions? All right, go on.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
No
I
problem.
wanted to ask, in what other sector of the economy has Mikano brand left its footprint?
Other sectors of the economy. So as a 30-year-old company, a lot of the things that we, for example now, there's a few projects that we don't try to sell power directly. We will give power for free. But people are not aware of that. So for example now, if there's going to be let's say there's going to be a conference in the National Assembly now, they will need power. Mikano will provide rental generators. People think we only sell generators, but we provide rental generators. And we don't charge for these rentals all the time because we are aware of the need for instant power. And if we try to charge, then there might be a delay and there will be a snowball effect of negativity. So we try our best to reason with the common Nigerian man to provide solutions immediately. And we believe if, as a country, we are succeeding, then we will grow together.
Yes.
Go on.
Okay, so I wanted to ask, is Mikano's recruitment approach open to the public? And also, what is the minimum qualification? Is anyone else allowed to apply and work for the company?
So I think it depends on the jobs, but same like most other companies, we have job openings that we post whenever there's a need for it. So for example, you would see it on our LinkedIn pages or on our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram. We post it on Twitter, wherever it's available, wherever we know we will get the right candidates. So depends on the role that is being recruited for. But whenever there's a need for it, there's always the postings. So whenever you guys have a chance, if you know anyone who's interested, if you are interested yourselves, all you have to do is just go through those pages, keep an eye on it. Whenever there's anything that comes up, it will be posted. And then the requirements for each role will be written there.
Thank you.
No worries, thank you.
Any other questions?
Before we'll leave you guys with this last message. This is something that I thought it was important for us to share, just to kind of talk about our own personal experience in a way. So you can, I would like for you guys to take knowledge out of it. So this is a little known fact about us is that we are fluent in Chinese. Yes.
Yeah.
So we went to secondary school in China. We went to our university in China. We started working in China before we were recruited to Meccano. But it seems like it's just this easy pathway for most people on the outside. So I wanted to share it a bit here with you guys. So when we went to secondary school in China, everything was taught to us in Chinese. So just from Nigeria, at a young age, someone throws you to the middle of Far East Asia, and you're expected to just pick up the language from zero. Our teacher spoke no word of English. She could only say hello and thank you in English. Everything else was pure Chinese. So we had to adapt quickly, and we had to understand that, okay, even though she's teaching us, in order for us to grab this opportunity as much as we can, it's the after hours work that was going to count. It's after that we were done with classes, when we go back to our dorm, that's when we had to pick up. We had to go back and say, okay, what was she saying? We didn't understand anything in class. Try to figure it out. What did we write? Try to learn it. Write, read, learn, all over and all over again. And that's how we were able to learn the language and finish secondary school. Now, this is the flip side of it. When we're going to university, we decided to change and go back to learning in English. So we did our secondary school in Chinese. Now we're going to university and it's in English. Again, it might seem, oh, finally, you're going back to your mother tongue. It's going to be easier now. But do you know where the loophole is now? All of our secondary school knowledge is in Chinese. So we have no idea what's happening when we get to university all over again. Right? So in our first year in university, when all of our classmates are saying, oh no, this is easy, we did it in secondary school, we're both confused because we don't know what's happening, and it seems difficult again. So again, taking on that challenge, instead of, complaining or moaning, we understand it's still an opportunity. And the opportunity here is, as we're trying to understand what's happening in university, we now need to go back and pick up on what we didn't get in secondary school and convert it to English. So whatever we learned in secondary school in Chinese that we were not quite understanding now, we had to relearn it back again in English. And again, there was nobody who forced us to do it. There was no one who asked us to do it. There was nobody there to kind of hold our hands or show us what to do. It was a very peculiar situation. It was very specific to us. So we had to do it by ourselves. We had to pave the road by ourselves. We have to pave the path ourselves. We have to understand, okay, in order for me to now catch up again and to continue, or if I want to thrive, I need to do this extra work again. So the key thing with these two things is, whatever your situation, whatever this condition, try as much as possible to focus on your growth, right? Results come and go. You can win here, you can lose here, it's fine. But your own growth and putting in that extra work, even when there's no recognition, even when there's no applause, you put in the extra work so that by the end of the road, you won't even notice when you've gotten to a point and now you have a certain advantage that you never thought you could have. And you think it's normal, but a lot of people around you also still don't. Right? But it comes from within. It requires you to dig deep and understand that, okay, if I want to achieve something special, if I want to do something special, something unique, it's rare that I'm going to find someone holding my hands telling me what to do. A lot of those times you have to figure it out yourself, dig deep, and take that extra mile. Work a bit extra hard. Okay?
You guys need to realize that if something seems easy, then you're probably not going to grow from it. So try to put yourselves in uncomfortable situations. As you're young now, you can afford to make mistakes. You can afford to fail. Failure is not the end of the road. It's okay, fail once, fail twice. The third time you're going to win. So try to make your mistakes early, put yourselves in uncomfortable situations, and you're going to grow from it. If you see that something is too easy for you, try to challenge yourself a little bit. Make sure that you're always challenging yourself. That way you're always growing. Once something that you used to find easy or something you used to find difficult is easy for you now, then increase the difficulty level. Put yourselves in uncomfortable situations. You're going to grow from it.
All right. Guys, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
And we hope to see you at the end of the show.
I want to wish all of you guys luck.
Love you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
You dey act, or you dey dance, and you dey sing. Rep your campus.
All right. I do not come bearing good news this time around. This visit of mine lends weight to the fact that I am not entirely happy with 95% of you. This is a personal visit. I have followed this show from inception, and there's still some people in this house that are just invincible. How many days do we have to this grand finale? We have what? 8 days. I will start with you. Stand up, please. What's her name? How often has she been involved in group tasks? How involved has she been in team sessions and teamwork? And do you all believe that she deserves a place in the grand finale? Before you answer that, I'll throw that to you, my darling. I am not 110% happy with you. I'll be very candid. You see, you're one of the people who I'd always looked out for because of your over-expressiveness, because of your larger-than-life personality, and that's something that I can relate with. It's such beautiful energy. But if I would come in here and tell you outrightly, face-to-face, that I have seen you showcase something I would call a superiority complex. Is that it? I'm sure some people know what I'm talking about. I mean, you're in a house where you're all creatives. Yeah. And you're here for one goal. What did you all start with when you started? You said what? Eyes on what?
Eyes on the goal.
But somehow, somewhat, your eyes have strayed away from the goal. Is it that you lost the dynamics that were originally here with you, or you've lost your close friends? Because for some reason, even the guests who come in here have complained about you. Yes. When there is supposed to be a group presentation, you single yourself out. It's either you think you're better than everybody here, or you think that you don't even need to be here. So do we make this easy for you and say, okay, take a quick exit, and let the people who want this fight for it. I hope I'm making sense.
Yeah.
Yes, and I would allow you talk. You know, and for someone who has played out the layers to you, you have showcased, you came in as an actor, right?
Yes.
Then you showcased your rap side, you showcased your dance side, you showcased your, you know, the layers to you. And then all of a sudden, you just cower up into a shell and you feel like it's like a superiority complex, as I said earlier. Tonight, we'll decide who's going to go to not only the dislodgement on Sunday, but even the grand finale, because from watching this show, we have decided that we're going to take half of you out on Sunday. I'm sorry, but yes. Because there are lots of you in this house presently that have not only forgotten the reason why you're here, but you have also decided not to even showcase what brought you here in the first place. Some of you are even hiding under the umbrella of others. Some of you are just playing around like this is some kumbaya. And it even hurts me to see that. Because for you to have gotten here, we all saw something in you individually. Do you think that we just have guests come in here and talk to you and whatnot? It's about the experience, as I've always said to you. So, Nim Terry, what is the problem exactly?
So for me, I've spoken to some of the housemates and I said, I feel like when there is like task giving, I'm the person that always try to always be yes, me. But like I said one time, I was in a group with the Gold Bear and I said, for the first time, I want to actually let others speak and just be a partaker of it. And that was, I spoke to a couple of the dream mates and I was like, I want to learn to understand them. So I want to actually know and listen. I must not always be the one to speak. I want to hear others. And I mentioned something that I remember at the time Karen was talking, like I always mention that, and I shut her up without even knowing. So it means I don't listen often. So for me, I just felt like I need to bring a new part of me that I don't have, to accept others, sometimes take criticism. Okay, if Terry, don't do this, all right, let someone else handle it and be more open to them. So that was where it was coming from me. And sometimes I feel like when I do that, I feel like most of them here, in terms of age, and I believe age is not a number. So sometimes I listen to people like C-Fly, I listen to what they have to say and like, okay, calm down, let other people feel the feel. So for me, it's just like, I think even one of the time Bianca came, I said something when I was standing, and I was like, when we come out and become ambassadors of the Big Break, I want to have an opportunity to, while I push what I have in mind for the Big Break, when maybe one thing or the other, and I get to look for sponsors, try to bring, I want it to be something that I can reach out to them without feeling a certain way. I can actually reach out to them.
So are you creating that atmosphere that when the show ends, you feel like even if you reach out to the others, they would also want to be reached? Because from what I've heard, you have said things like, you know, some of the people in here are children, some people like, you know, are not on your level. I'm not throwing you under the bus here, but let's be factual, you know, because I'm coming for everyone here today.
Yeah.
So don't think I am trying to sugarcoat anything. This is a quick reminder that Sunday is dislodgement and we have the grand finale. And some of you are still here. Even as I'm talking, some people are trying to sleep. And I have the power to even get you out this minute. Because I have followed this show from inception, as I've said. I am not just here in capacity of a host, but I am here because we are following this show through to the very end. This is not a reality show that we just throw you out there and then we're preparing for the next season. Nah. This is edutainment oriented. Every single person will be worked with. That's after the grand finale. There is the power of follow-up. There is the power of feedback. What are you bringing to the table, really? Yes, I commented some people the last time I was here that, yes, you guys have grown in leaps and bounds because we have seen growth. Yeah. And we have seen what you brought to the show. Sit. I'll come back to you in a minute. Now, there's some people in this house that we need to understand what their actual talent is. Some of you come in here as, I'm a dancer, I'm an actor. You shift narratives, but still, what exactly should we know you for? If you have a spot at the grand finale, what would you be doing there? There's some of you that are here that still don't believe that you have what it takes. A lot of you are self-doubting yourselves. So why are we here in the first place? Should we as well just wrap this up and give some other people a chance? If you think that you're not ready to deliver. Some of you are still hiding under your shell. And I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
If you are present, you know if you're in this place and you're not just moving on a wave and you're just here and you're like, okay, you know what? Let me just get through to the grand finale. Then you get to the grand finale and then what? Do you even deserve a spot at the grand finale? Do you? If you're doubting yourself now, then we might as well just call it quits. We've had people on standby from inception of this show. The moment any of you just slightly waver, we have people that would kill to take your place. And anything can happen between now and Sunday. So who deserves to be here? Who is ready to take it to the finale? Who wants to go home? Make it easy, even for others. Because to be very candid, the energy you all brought in here when you came in here, I've been very inspired by it, but it's dwindled. Yes, I know you've all worked hard, no doubt. You've all put up a good show. You brought the same energy when guests come, but still, there are a lot of loopholes. And those loopholes lie with you people in this room. So if I had to put it up to all of you in here, who do you think deserves a spot at the finale? Who do you think would carry the title of this show even high? Because even when the show is over, who are the people we're going to work with? You're going to come and face me one-on-one. You're going to come and face the rest of the team. I even have a little challenge for some of you. The moment Sunday is over, I am going to single-handedly pick a number of you that would come with me to an event in this town. And I want to see you comport yourselves. I want to see how you can represent the brand, how you can talk about the brand, how you can sell yourself while selling the brand as well, and how you would even curate content from it. Because as I always say, content is king, but you guys are the kingdom. But I'm not doing that with you guys today. I had in mind, I was looking forward to this visit, but we've had a round table discussion, and a lot of people are not happy with you guys. I'm not here to dampen your spirits, but Mimteri, I expected more from you, to be very candid. I expected a whole lot more. Now, when we have tasks, why do we ask C-Fly and Ebi Swag to maybe take lead? It's not even an age thing here. It's not even about their deliverables. It's about leadership. Ebi Swag is that guy that will come around all of you, steal your ideas, and then he will make it better. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Yes. And no idea is original. Yes. You go out there, if you think you have the monopoly of a certain initiative, you get out there, somebody is even doing it times 10 and doing it better. The person could have tapped it from you. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? How do you feel when he does that? He picks your ideas or picks from maybe opposing groups and whatnot, and then makes it his own. Emi Flexi, is it just about rap? Who is Emi Flexi away from performing? When it's time to perform, when it's showtime, yes, Emi Flexi gives us a show. But out of that, is there really a show around Emi Flexi? Signal the Ancestor has been flying solo. He's been a lone wolf on this show. Why is that? Yes, we know outstanding individuals, but where's the outstanding units? You've singled yourself out so much, it just makes it seem like, okay, so what's going on here? I don't know if you understand what I mean. You have been flying solo since you got into this house. You've just always been in your space. You've just always been doing your own thing. And there's been interaction, but it's not as strong as what we'll see from other dream mates. Which is what Nimteri has been doing now. And we're wondering, is it because the other guys who you were with have been dislodged? What exactly is the problem? With Ebi Swag, I would drop something that happened last Friday. The last party we had, you were just mute, which is so unlike you. Is there a problem somewhere? Do you want to take an exit? Do you want to leave? Are you done?
No.
No, but I would ask. Are you done?
No.
Are you at a point where, okay, you know what, this is too much for me to bear, I need to take a walk? Graham, on the other hand, would you say you've been consistent whilst you've been on this show? Or you've just been there? How have your deliverables sold you as an entertainer, as a creative? Or you're just riding on the wave of everyone else and you're just waiting to see how things play out and let's all just get to this finale? Do you deserve a spot at the finale? I'm asking you now.
Yes, sir.
You have to say it with conviction.
Yes, I
do. Do you deserve a spot or should your spot be given to someone else?
I deserve a spot at the finale.
For someone like Gracie, who is still demure, Gracie started out as the first head of house. Of course, her reign was slightly shaky. But the last time I was here, I said, oh yeah, so Gracie has grown in leaps and bounds. But then there's been that whole, alliance with Gracie and Angie. So what is that alliance about? Are you both building an alliance for yourselves to the finale, or you're building an alliance for who will leave first and who will shine after? I hope what I'm saying really makes sense. Yeah. Like I said, I could gladly come in here and would have fun and chit chat and whatnot, but I need to give you guys a wake-up call. Because like I said, we're 48 hours from the final dislodgement of the season. And if you push us to the wall, we will clear half of you. It's our show. Our show, our rules. This is not a recorded session. This is just something I felt like I needed to reach out to you guys and tell you. And there are a lot of things that I felt that a lot of you would have sharpened by now. I'm not going to exempt you, even if you are the gold bearer. I'm coming for you. Coming hot. So, here's the thing. Why are we here? What are we here for? How do we hope to get to the next level from here? When we get to that next level, what are we doing next? If you decide once the show is over, you want to just go back to school, go back to your normal life, fantastic. And so be it. But if you really want a career, if you really want to continue, if you want to build a brand and an identity for yourself, and you want to be a force to be reckoned with, then put in the work. Because it just doesn't lie in your task presentations. Who are you after the guests leave and whatnot? Some of you just go and sleep. Some of you forget that you're in a reality house, a dream house. You're a dream mate. You just totally ignore that and think you're in your hostel on campus, and then you're just back to whatever it is that you're doing. Black boy, yes. Are you that actor who is just always shouting down the room? Is it about shouting and screaming and delivering the lines and making noise and trying to, what? Shout over the next person? What is it exactly? Why are you here? What are you bringing to the table?
All right. I do not feel I do not deserve it. I know I deserve to be here. Now, I'm not just an actor who is shouting, just like everyone says. I'm an actor who studies deep and understands the craft. So yes, I've been corrected about most of my weak links, and I'm putting it into correction and practicing daily. And everyone in this room knows I'm a team player. There's no time a task comes that I'm not always giving my 100%. And I do not stingy my idea. I always share and make sure everybody is a partaker. I'm always engaged in conversations. And if there's anything I do, is to always create stories for myself and for the whole house. So I'm not just there for just being there. I'm a talent, and a talent that is shining too.
So who's the weakest link in this building? Who is the weakest link? When it comes to the dream mates, their deliverables, presentation, skills, talents, and whatnot, who is the weakest link? Because everyone is going to tell me who the weakest link is. And majority that carries the vote, I'm sorry, but that person is going to get the hell out of this house tonight. So who's the weakest link? Don't look around. You know them. Don't act. This is not a script. You've been in this house with them for the past 4 weeks, so you know everyone. You don't need to look around.
The weakest link in the house.
I'm waiting.
It's Neftari.
All right.
I think she should do more.
Okay. Seafly, who's the weakest link in this house?
Okay, someone who I feel...
You know what I'm going to ask you before you continue? You know, apologies for cutting you short. I followed your portfolio of work over the years. You know, for everybody who is on this show, we have what we call background checks. So we know who you all are, what you participated in, what you've won, what you haven't won. Those who are in academies, those who are flying solo, those who are new to this, we have followed tediously. So we know what and what. So I'm not going to go easy on you because I feel like this is not only a refresher's course for you, but you have had your own run in the reality genre, especially shows that you participated in, dance-oriented, and you've been part of. So you, of all people, would know who the weakest link in this building is. So with you, and you have to tell me why, and for whatever reasons, just as he did. All right?
Okay. The weakest link so far that also needs to, that has even started improving a little bit, I would say is Graham.
Don't sugarcoat it.
I'm not sugarcoating it.
Good.
Yeah, it's Graham. He came in as a dancer,
yes,
and he has been only focused on the fact that he's an introvert. Now, towards this last week, I've had conversations with him. I have been able to advise him so far and talk to him. During this week, he started picking up as possible. For now, I would say Graham. But I can see him also doing his best to work on. The other time, he also came to me in the morning and he had to ask me questions. We rehearsed together. I put him through on things that a dancer just don't do. We also have a lot of things that we can do as an artist. So he has been able to also stay on his own and try to see how. The other time, I even saw him sitting there asking Alpha. He said he's also trying to carry those things that I've been able to give to him and work out. So for now, I'll say Graham.
Gracie, please stand. So you've been in this house. Gracie has been in this house. Some people have said, oh, Gracie inspires me. I guess they're just saying that because Gracie is their friend. But Gracie, do you think that you deserve a spot at the grand finale? And I'll tell you why. Because yes, you've been in this house. We've heard your voice. We've seen your reign as gold bearer. But you know, after gold bearer, yes, you've grown. I did commend you the last time I was here. But I still feel like there are moments that you're hidden. And it's of recent, your alliance with Angie that has, I'm trying to understand what exactly is going on, you know. Maybe you need someone to confide in or you need someone to talk to. Even from the onset, you and Angie, when you were gold bearer, she would come to your room and talk to you about things. So I took it as, okay, we all need a confidant. We're humans. We need people we want to talk to. We need people we can confide in or share things with or, you know, play some things out to wonder, what I'm thinking, is this on the right track or am I overthinking? You know, so, that's fine for you. But I have to ask you, do you think that you'll be a good flag bearer for the brand, even after the grand finale? Absolutely. Asking also if you deserve a spot at the grand finale. And I want you to say it with conviction. I don't want to see the shy Gracie. I don't want to see the timid Gracie. This is the moment of truth. So own it.
Yes, I know I deserve to be in the grand finale. And
okay.
I've done my best so far. And I absolutely know that I'm going to represent the brand. And I know myself, as much as people might not know me. I know what I have to offer. And when I have to do something, most of the time, even when people don't think that I'm going to do it as smart as I can, I put all my work to it. So yes, I call myself a time bomb most of the time. I don't think there's anything they will give me to do now that I cannot do. And also, I deserve to be at the grand finale.
Angie. All right, sis, thank you very much. For some reason, some people feel like you're still pretending. I don't know if you guys agree with this. Some people feel like, and what I mean by pretense, some people feel like you've not shown the 110% disposition of who you really are. We haven't seen your disposition at most. Some people feel like, and I will say this and I'll quote someone. Someone said, that girl don't tear eye. Her eye don't tear. Yes. Don't laugh about it. This is serious evaluation. Someone said to me, that girl don't tear eye. But she's hiding. And she's pretending. So if you think people are not watching, people are truly watching. So if someone comes with that assessment, then obviously there's something that person must have seen. So what do you think is lacking here? Have you been yourself 110 whilst you've been in this house? Or you've been saving for like the final week or for the grand finale? Or you feel like there are some layers of you that you shouldn't showcase just yet until you get to the grand finale? Or what exactly is it? There's some people that we already know who they are from the moment they walked into this house. So anything they do does not surprise or shock us. However, the way they relate with other people might be the surprising elements. I mean, Terry is an example. So you all understand what I'm saying, right? So I'll leave you to express yourself.
Okay, thank you very much for the question. First of all, I came here to learn. That was the first mentality I had here, because even from the boot camp, I saw a lot of talent, and I told myself the truth that you're not the best among the best. Calm down and learn. So that was the motive I came here with. That's why, if anyone noticed, I'm not trying to be everywhere. I'm trying to like pick one or two from each person's, because like my mom would tell me, calm down and learn. And when it's time for you to unleash, you unleash. So I've always had that mentality. And aside that one, I feel like I've been myself. I've never pretended to anybody here. Most of them call me, not even the G4, man, what's that word again? Manizer, yes. That is me being free. I am not here to pretend. You get, I've showed my bad side. I believe I've showed some people here my bad side. When I'm angry, I show it. And I can't pretend to you. I cannot even hold it for long. And when it comes to my music, I've always tried to create an impression that this is what I can do. I can write song, and when it's time for me to contribute, I'll contribute. To be honest, from the first week, it has been challenging because everybody here is talented. So it's like a space, you're struggling to get a space. And in my own knowledge, I feel like I am really trying my best. I have not gotten there yet, but I'm really trying my best. And when it's time for my field, when it's time for me to write my song, when it's time for me to show, even in acting, I try as much as possible to at least be among, not even be the best, but be among those that are the best. So yes.
All right, thank you. Sit. All right. So before I leave this space, this is just a quick reminder that, this is serious business. Yes, all fun and games, all tasks and activities, entanglements, alliances, dynamics, friendships, situationships, relationships, and whatnot. But we're here for business. And we need to see that you're also ready for business, because the world of showbiz is just an acronym for show business. It's a business at the end of the day, really. I might sound like a broken record to some of you. We hear that all the time. But here's the thing. For everybody who comes in here, every guest, when they leave, they have a score sheet. And they score everyone. The show is coming to an end, so I might as well say this. Everybody who comes in here has what I call the power of observation. They observe every single person. They know the names. Even if they don't pick the names, they can describe the people. And everyone has a scoreboard. There's some guests that have been here and have complained about some of you. That, some of you were looking sleepy. Some of you were drifting to sleep. Yes. Even when I come in here, I observe. I know those whose attention span is dropping. Some of you, your attention span is dropping, especially on this side. But you will deal with your demons the best way that you can. Because at the end of the day, really, This is for you. Why are you here? Why give up all of what you had to give up to devote all your time here? Then you must want it. How well do you want it? Let us not die as liabilities whilst we still have abilities. All right, everyone stand. Come close. So here's the cocoa now. I know every time I come into this house, you gauge my disposition. I was not even supposed to come here today. I wasn't even supposed to come into the house. I just came to do my normal observation and analysis. But we have all spoken, and we needed to pass these things across to you. So I need you all to wake up. As they say, as Daddy Shoki will say, shine your waiting eyes. You people came on your own, jeje, and said eyes on the what? Goal. We didn't ask you to say it. You started that phrase, and it became a catchphrase. Are you living up to eyes on the goal? Or you are here to do eyes on man? Eyes on the goal. Where are your men?
They don't go.
They don't go. Okay.
They want me to take over.
Oh, they want you. You can feel it.
Yes, I can feel it.
So, are you living up to what they expect of you?
See, for now, because of one or two weakness, he go through.
Okay. And to everybody else? 100%. Black boy, power of persuasion. You use that all the time. But how sincere is it?
100%.
100. Precious Mark Morrissey, have you found your wake-up call now?
Yes, sir.
Black girl Rita, have you woken up from your slumber?
Yes.
Angie, they say that girl don't tear eye. She tear eye, but she not tear eye.
She'll tear her in the right
But that was a
place.
very surprising observation from someone. I was surprised when I heard that.
I'm surprised too, though.
You are surprised.
Yes.
Is there something you're not telling us?
I'm actually surprised because
I don't know. People have their own perspective.
But you are you.
I'm just me.
So just be you.
Yeah.
Christiana, are you still concerned about your flaws, or you are more concerned about your deliverables? You know what I'm talking about? Aha. Kick that out of the curb. Kick it out of the door. It's gone. All right? And face what you're here for. Everyone is doing good, but I need you all to wake up from your slumber. And stop playing safe. Because you all know what I'm talking about. You are all playing safe. Don't play safe so much that we'll say that we would slice you all into half and dislodge half of you. I'm bringing new people because it's our yes, there are people waiting on the line like this for these people in this house to just forehand. And we just need to give them just one day and take them to the grand finale. So would you leave up all your work, hard work, from the moment you remember from when you auditioned to the first shortlist, to the boot camp and retreat, to the time you've been in this house and lasted till now? Do you want to give it up for someone else?
Never.
I think I have my
Everybody
answer
say
here.
never.
Yes. Never. Okay. Some people want to. I saw you lifting your hand very quickly.
I just thought you should tell me now because you mentioned something.
You've said a lot about yourself already as it is. You've said a lot. So I know you're a very strong-willed person, but you know, at the end of the day, really, as much as we have outstanding individuals, always look at an outstanding unit, you know, so you don't make it about yourself all the time, if you understand what I mean. You know, I understand, we're all gifted in our, you know, everyone shines, but you know, at times also, you also have to give credit to your fellow dreammates. All right.
Okay, so I just want to quickly use this opportunity. I told KDX I was about to come into every room. I came to your room last night and everybody was sleeping. So since we're all here together, I wanted to really apologize for yesterday particularly.
Yes, I was waiting for that.
I was going to do it, but they told me to wait till we are all gathered.
Okay.
I said something particular. Angie, I was only angry and it was like a transfer of aggression, which I shouldn't have done. I should have dealt with it.
Okay.
And basically, I talked to Sifla, I talked to a lot of people in the house, and I talked about how much I really appreciate you guys. Skidex, Emmy, I always say everybody in this house we go walk. I say one thing, you guys will, I call all the boys in this house children, because I'm like, I know they date you, either they go. But to be honest, you guys are really like amazing people. Omola, you've written scripts for me. Rutney, sometimes, even when you sing, sometimes I'll go to my room and I'm looking at the mirror. I haven't did it today and I was trying to reach as high as Rutney is reaching. So basically, I might not show it. I might not be one to say I'm learning from you. I call it, how would I put it? It's a pride, but it's not a bad pride for me. It's the one that, okay, so I shall not be stepped on, but I shall learn. So I feel like we've had a lot of misunderstanding in general in this house, not just to me, but amongst ourselves. And whatever happens, whether we make it to finale or not, it will be really amazing if we can actually address these issues and actually get to know each other. When Emma gave us that game, I said something when we were done. I said, this shows how much we do not know ourselves. And let us use this opportunity to know ourselves. And a lot of people were like, no, let's go and do what we have to do. But even if we are not going to do it in a game form, it would be nice to at least get to know everybody. I mean, you don't want to leave without actually having to experience everybody. So that's all I have
So Angie, apology accepted. You don't have to accept it because I'm here.
Actually, she already did that this morning when I came. I was on my way to the call room, and then we met at the stair. And then she was like, she's sorry. I'm like, cool. Hope you're okay now. And she said, fine.
So apology accepted?
Yeah.
Or it's still in your head somewhere?
It's that part is accepted. I just feel like she should try to see how she can work with people and stop getting to their just because literally everybody's complaining about that.
Okay. Somebody want to say something here? Yes.
First of all, I want to thank you, most importantly, for the wake-up call. It's meant a lot to me. And just like she asked, I also want to know what area you feel or you see that I'm not doing well in.
Well, I already mentioned some things to you, and I feel like you can pick on them. The only person I know, I didn't speak about like 2 people deliberately, but you, I did mention a couple of things. So throw your mind back and pick on those things. There's an embedded truth in there somewhere. All right? So what I will tell you all is, because I have to take a quick exit, is, and you should say this to yourselves every time, my presence anywhere is a presence. Say it 5 times as I'm going out.
My presence anywhere is a presence.
Louder!
My presence anywhere is a presence.
Say that louder!
My presence anywhere is a presence.
Say it ferociously.
My presence anywhere is a presence.
Ha! What better way to usher in 2024 than, of course, be at the highly anticipated event of the century. I am talking about the grand finale of the Big Break Moment Africa reality TV show tagged the Talent Carnival. Ladies and gentlemen, who will be at this event? It's going to be a convergence of A-list artists, celebrities, socialites, influencers, esteemed dignitaries, influential government bodies, my humble self, media partners, corporate sponsors, international collaborators, all converging in one space to celebrate the artistry, the craftsmanship, the creativity of our talented shortlisted dreammates who will be fighting for a spot at the grand finale and who would want to possibly emerge winner. Statistics and numbers. Over 182 prestigious institutions. Now, 20,000 applicants shortlisted down to what? 30 dreammates, students at that. But only one will emerge winner. The winner gets to grab a brand new tier rubber Mikano SUV Changan CS35 Plus 2023 model. Hey! And that's not all. 30 million naira worth of cash and prizes. Hey! Did I miss my calling in life? The Big Break Moment Africa reality TV show features 30 days of undiluted drama, profound mentorship, thrilling highlights, magical performances that will climax into this season's grand finale on January 14th at the Africa Hall International Conference Center, Abuja, the ICC at that. So to all the students watching me right now, you're wondering, how do I get to be part of this grand finale? Guess what? It's free for you all. All you have to do is register at www.thebigbreakmoment.com. And I gotta say, Abuja! The red carpet will start at 4 p.m. prompt. I will be your microphone magician for the day. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, entry open to all students. For sponsorship placements, for advert bookings, for table reservations, all you have to do is call the numbers below. Ladies and gentlemen, students, it's time to rep your campus.